We're gearing up for a hawkish duel. Dubuque's Loras College Duhawks soar into Cedar Rapids with a slight series edge over Coe College. Two former Hawkeyes lead both squads as Coe locks talons with Loras. College wrestling is next on Iowa PBS.
Funding for this program was provided by Friends, the Iowa PBS Foundation, as well as generations of families and friends who feel passionate about the programs they watch on Iowa PBS.
The Iowa Department of Health and Human Services encourages Iowans to talk to their doctor or healthcare provider about vaccines. Learn more at hhs.iowa.gov or ask your healthcare provider.
Musco Lighting is honored to support Iowa PBS. We're an Iowa company that lights local schools, community fields, and stadiums, arenas, and venues in more than 125 countries. While our reach is global, our commitment is local.
It's college wrestling. Welcome to Cedar Rapids for our second duel of the season as American Rivers Conference rivals Loras College of Dubuque face off against Coe College on Coe's home mat. Hello everyone, I'm Tim Johnson along with legendary coach Jim Miller. And Jim, when Loras and Coe get together, it always seems to go right down to the end.
Yeah, it's cold outside, but I think we're going to get some hot matches in here tonight. Let's go.
And it's going to heat up fast. Coe comes out of the gate with a couple of favorites, and then, Loras in the middle. But let's take a look at the tonight's matchups. We start at 125, Pfizer versus one of the Park brothers, and then Evans versus the other Kohawk Park brother. Then Crawford versus Kurtz, Pfizer versus Grimm, and either Kincaid or Couture versus Ty Kudum. How about the second half, Jim?
165, Boren versus Scranton, Ganida versus Richardson, Barker versus Voss, Watson versus Arsenault, and at heavyweight, Clark versus Dancy. Here we go.
And now for the national anthem sung by the Coe College Choir.
Alrighty, wrestling fans, at this time, we request that you stand and remove your caps as we honor our great nation with the singing of our national anthem, presented by the Coe College Choir under the direction of Luke Lovegood.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
We will be starting tonight's meeting at 125 pounds.
And back at the Kohawk Arena, Tim Johnson along with Jim Miller. And Jim, the series has been close in the last, especially in the last 10 years.
Yeah, the Coe pulled it out 21-19 last year, but I think it's 6-4 Loras the last 10 matches. But this is always a good one. So, and I know you got these coaches are fired up to come in and put on a good show. And I think we're going to have a good meet. Kurt Frost, a veteran referee.
Kurt Frost, one of the best officials in the nation. He does all levels of wrestling, and now we get ready at 125 pounds. Connor Pfizer, a freshman from Bondurant Farrar, a record of 9-6, going up against Brayton Park, another freshman, 16-2, having a great start out of Linn-Mar High School, where he was a two-time Iowa High School state place winner, third in 22 and second in 23.
Yeah, we got two good freshmen here. Both did well in high school.
Center.
Park really typically starts fast, is aggressive.
Yeah, really important for Pfizer
Center.
to not have his back to the edge there, and that's hard to do when
Yeah, you
Park
could
is,
easily get
kind of bull rush.
Yeah, easily get a stall call here.
Stalemate. Center.
Kurt Frost says action, back to the center, and Brayton Park, like I said, a freshman. His only two losses come to the same wrestler, number 4, Gavin Bradley out of Castleton. Otherwise, he's got a clean slate. What a great start. His older brother Bryce wrestles at 133 for Coe.
Oh, nice
Not yet. No.
effort by Pfizer, but Park kind of sneaks in. If he gets him down to the mat, he's got a leg in, close to being off, but they're not. Tough call. I don't think we're going to get one.
Yeah, I
No?
think that was really good by
Yeah.
Kurt Frost. A lot of patience to
Yeah.
begin, and they felt like that his leg was in. But because of the way that Pfizer had the arm, he said no. And then it proved out, and he almost got takedown and back points.
Right.
Pfizer did,
Yeah.
which would have been huge for the Duhawks.
Oh, man, nice shot. Now Parks almost had a cradle hooked up, but he isn't on single. Needs to come up with it. Needs to come up, take his time, pull him in the middle of the mat. No, tried to go for it too early and might lose it now. But Pfizer doing a nice job doing the splits on the edge. And
There's the stall from Kurt Frost for going off back to the edge, and he calls it backing out, and that's just an automatic call.
Park's been the aggressor here. Underhook by Park.
Pfizer out of Bondurant Farrar. You know, one of my all-time favorite coaches, Ken Essling, was at Bondurant Farrar for a long time, Hall of Fame coach, and then Wes Creason, a Coe College graduate, was there for a while, and good program.
Pfizer got in on a nice shot, head outside single, but Park kind of trying to go behind, but Pfizer has his hands locked, and be tough to break that.
Good fight by Pfizer.
Yeah, it is. Pfizer kind of does a nice little duck kind of fireman action, but hasn't been able to finish.
Here you go.
49 seconds, still no score.
Brayton Park, first of 2 Park brothers. Bryce, who's at 133.
Nice single by Pfizer.
Yeah, now what's he need to do
He
there,
needs
Coach?
to turn the corner, which he's trying to do, but he
That
needs
shin
to
whizzer in there.
shin whizzer by Park, which makes it tougher. We'll see if Pfizer can get him up to his feet, but no, he really had a tight shin whizzer there. And kind of interesting. Both these guys got a brother in this meet.
Yeah, we had 2 brothers last week at Grandview, 2 brothers from Kearney, Nebraska. Now 2 apiece on each of these teams. I mentioned from Linn-Mar High School, been a good program at Linn-Mar.
For sure.
Doug Stryker for so many years, All-American from the Hawkeyes.
Oh, nice job by Pfizer. He kind of circled him in and took a shot on the edge. Has his leg lifted up, but Park kind of sitting around and almost scores at the end.
Is that on? Choice. Period.
But it's 0-0 after 1. And Park gets his choice. He takes down.
You'd have to say that's advantage for Connor Pfizer. 0-0.
Yep.
And fought really hard there. A lot of shots.
Did get a stall call, but no points. Gives Park an escape.
Center.
Pfizer's got to be careful. He's been called for stalling. He does take a nice shot,
Oh,
gets
that's
in on a
nice
single.
shot. And
oh,
he's
Pfizer,
got
nice
three.
job. Did a
Very
nice limp arm.
job.
Nice limp arm on the edge and sneaks in a takedown. That was big takedown for Connor Pfizer.
You know, it's interesting, Jim. I mean, you coached for so many years, but, you know, at Park had so many shots, and sometimes it kind of gets in your head and you get frustrated, and you get a little sloppy.
Yeah.
But that's a nice shot by Park, but boy.
He does come back in, and now he's close to scoring. Pfizer trying to do the splits and kind of whizzer out of it, and he may do that. He's got a really good flexibility there on the edge. Park doing a good job bringing it up. He needs to bring him back in.
I mean, a lot further than he is. Yes.
Yeah, a lot further.
This is what you're supposed to be doing. And then dropping down, hunting for that back leg, but great splits by Connor Pfizer.
Man,
Really.
he's not easy to score on here.
Oh, he's close there, looking for that back ankle.
Pfizer needs to bring him back in again.
Park.
Oh, he gets a stall call.
So, a stall call against Pfizer. Park from Coe now. Down, or it's 3-3.
Park's been the aggressor, but Pfizer kind of sneaky shot. Nice high crotch by Connor Pfizer. Park's trying to sit around, but he's got him in trouble. Pfizer's got a big advantage here. He needs to lift up the leg if he can, but Park really trying to elevate. Pfizer doing a nice job. He gets his head, trying to get his head free. Getting his
Short
head out.
time.
Needs to get a double. Needs to get
10
his hand
seconds
out.
left.
Needs to get his left arm out. Nothing yet. Has him in trouble. Danger. Looks like,
Whoa,
he
there's
does
the 3 points with 1 second left on the clock. A big takedown for the Duhawk. Connor Pfizer out in front 6-3 going into the third period. We're at 125 pounds. Exciting first match. There's John Ostendorp, 24 years at Coe, two-time All-American for Coach Gable at Iowa back in the 90s.
Man, Pfizer has snuck in 2 key takedowns in this match. Now we got third period. He's head 6-3.
Going to be 7-3.
7-3.
But right now, right there, that's probably, well, that's close. I mean, right there, when you're backing off, if you know what you're doing there, Park should have probably shot a little harder, him off the mat there.
Braden Park really needs a takedown to get back in this match. Down 7-3, no riding time.
2 freshmen going after it,
Oh,
and
really nice shot by Pfizer in deep. But Park has stopped him. But you know what? The clock's in Connor Pfizer's favor here.
this would be
It's
a
ticking away.
huge win to get out of the gate with a win at 125. Not being the favorite for the Duhawks, he's out in front. The Loras College wrestler is out in front, 7-3.
Another good shot by Pfizer. He's close to another
Yeah.
takedown. There it is.
There's the
another
3-point,
takedown.
the third takedown of the match. Really doing a nice job lowering his level and driving in.
Strategic takedowns by Connor Pfizer, 10-3. Now, of course, Loras coach is thinking, hey, let's get a major here.
And 1 point for Coe's
cuts him.
Braden. He cuts him because he's doing just what you thought.
Right there.
And there's
Almost.
the attempt.
He came back limp armed out, but Park came back with a whizzer to save himself on that takedown.
If you're,
Oh my, he's got him tight. He's got it. Oh my
and
goodness.
there's the 3 points. Some tremendous awareness by Pfizer.
Yeah, doing a great job. 13-4.
Still red.
Yeah, this is a surprise. Good surprise for Loras Duhawks starting out the meet with not just a win, a dominant win. 20 seconds left. Park to his feet, does get a point, 13-5.
Right now, this is the major, and if he can hold off Park, he'll whoa, drives in.
Another
Looks for that 3-point.
takedown.
That's 5 takedowns, and locked hands, 1 point
It's not going to matter.
It's not going to matter. A major.
16-6.
Tremendous
Ooh,
effort
what
by
a start.
Connor Pfizer, the freshman from Loras, goes to 10-6 and gives his team a 4-0 lead out of the gate.
Here comes a replay. Almost catches Park on his back. But Connor Pfizer, 16-6. Dominant win to start the meet for Loras.
Well, you just can't make up for that kind of momentum. I mean, that's the kind of what you're looking for from 125ers.
Wow, isn't that the truth? And now
Aiden Evans from fifth year. He's an engineering student out of Loras. Already has a job as an engineer as he leaves school from Bettendorf, going up against Bryce Park, the brother of Braden, 4-year starter for Coe, 2-time NCAA national qualifier, and he's got a job to do right here.
He does. He needs to get Coe back into this, and he's going right to work. Has Evans in trouble here. There's the takedown.
You got 3.
Got right after it. Bryce Park kind of fired up after his brother went down in defeat in the first match. He's out in front now, 3-0. He's a senior, 12-4 record, and really getting after it.
4-year starter, and he's wrestled Evans a number of times. Hasn't ever lost to him, but there've been a number of close matches they've had along the way.
Red.
Also a graduate of Linn-Mar. Right now, the co-head coaches are Ryan Gatto and Bo Westfall, both Coe alums.
I think history-wise, Evans really needs to try to get out. Park has really been tough on top.
Ankle. 1, 2.
Park putting a tough ride on top, stretching out Evans. That's what Evans needs to do, but in the center of the mat, get his hips
he needs
out.
to put it together, a couple, 2-3 moves together, get to his feet, get out. But I tell you, Park is really tough here on top.
Ankle. 1, 2.
Off the edge.
That red. That cover.
We'll see if Aiden's can explode out. Park tough on top. He's just deep waist.
Obviously building up a lot of riding time. And there it is, a riding time over a minute 20.
Action, guys.
Evans got to get to his base. That's one of the things officials will look for. If you can't get to your base, you might get called for stalling here, but a tight, deep waist by Park. And there's the stall call.
Yeah, it's not a good look when you're on your belly.
No, you got to be able to get to your base for sure.
What's he need to do underneath there? I mean, he's got to
Just
gather
what he
himself.
just did.
Okay,
Get to
got
his
to a
base,
base.
and now put something together there, Kate. Trying to get something going, kept his base, trying to wing down roll, but he needs to get to his feet. Park has just been dominant when he's not trying to get to his feet. Over 2 minutes riding time. This also takes a lot out of you when you get rode that hard. You know, this is just the first period.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure being put on Evans by Park. He's just got to, he's out on his toes. He's pressing forward. Got Evans flat on his chest. You're not going anywhere, and he's already got a stall call, and we're going to the end of the first period. Score is 3-0.
And right here, if you're Coe, you're thinking, hey, we got majored. We need to get a major right here. And, basically it's 3-0 with already 2 minutes riding time. They're going on their feet. Won't blame Evans. This is probably best chance to score is getting back to his feet. But Park is really aggressive. Evans, nice job. Does get in on the single. Park trying to scoot around, does get locked up in the crotch. Oh, man, great job by Park. Evans had the advantage.
So an early takedown, then an escape in the second period, and now another takedown for the Kohawk.
6-0.
Action, guys.
Evans got to get to his base or he's going to get another stall call.
Red.
There's the next stall call.
So now we're up to 7. Got
7.
riding time, and so right now he's got a major, and this is where you keep working him, and you haven't had any problem taking him down.
No,
When do you decide?
Right now, you decide. You're
Yeah.
going to go neutral and try to build the lead.
And he just got called for stalling
He
on
did.
top.
He did. So you got 3 minutes and 24 seconds riding time already. Evans does get to his tripod, does get to his feet. Nice mat return by Park.
That brought the little noise from the crowd. Really nice crowd behind us, Jim.
Yeah, Evans trying to hit a switch. Park doing a nice job countering it. 30 seconds left, second period. Yeah, I think
dominant.
the weather maybe, man, it was cold, but maybe affected a little bit the crowd. But yeah, we do got a lot of
It's packed
people behind us. Yeah.
Yep. And so half the gymnasium packed, and then it's when you come out and it's -2 degrees outside. That's it's a faithful wrestling fan.
Yeah, wrestling people don't care about that, man. They're gonna come out anyway. It's like the end of the second period, 7-0. Parks over 4 minutes riding time.
Andy and Carrie Park, the father and mother of Braden and Bryce, feel a little bit better than they did just a couple of minutes ago because older brother's taking care of business here.
Cover red.
So we'll see what Evans wants to do here.
Good. Slow down.
Caution. Yep, caution on red.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Evans jumped the gun a little bit, but hey, you got a couple to
Yeah.
do.
I mean, don't you agree? I mean, go out there and get that first caution.
Yeah.
Try to get the
try
little
it.
advantage, you know?
Evans lets him go. Evans has been able to get to his legs, just hasn't been able to finish.
Evans out of Bettendorf. Coaches Dan Knight, Mark Trezino. Names that
Ooh, Frank
Iowans.
Freeman. How about my man Frank Freeman back in the day?
Started that program, and he and Paul Castro for so many
Yes,
years.
yes.
You know, back in our day, Jim.
Oh,
and,
man.
Now for the last couple of decades, Dan Knight leading that program, a 4-time state champion out of Clinton. And then, of course, Mark Trezino, former Hawkeye. Great, and both of them.
2-on-1. Park needs to get his left hand behind Evans, and there he does. There's a takedown. Now it's 11-0. I'm sure they're
Merkel-like.
looking, hey, let's get it. Right now it's really 12 with riding time.
So he'd need either 2 takedowns or just 1 3-point turn. And I'm sure
Well, he hasn't been able to turn him yet, even close, so I'm guessing they're going to cut him.
Jimmy Gatto, the assistant coach, longtime assistant, and of John Ostendorp on the side there, encouraging his wrestler. Here's the crowd, and it's nice, boisterous crowd behind us, and nice turnout by the students and local community, and some people that have come up and said hi to us. We know, Hall of Fame coach Dick Briggs, longtime Jefferson coach, and in the crowd, Nick Hobbs, a 2-time All-American for Coe, and they're
You know, we
Cal
actually
Jenkins.
wrestled. You know that, don't you?
You and Nick?
My first college match.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh,
Was
here we
he
go.
at,
Here we go. 11-1.
Moorhead State at the time.
Moorhead State.
Yeah.
Yeah, UNI and Moorhead State.
He and Bob Bowlesby, the athletic director of UNI and Iowa,
guys.
commissioner of the Big 12, tremendous supporter of wrestling. They were teammates at Moorhead State.
Yeah, that's right. They came down to the West Gym. Here we go. 20 seconds left.
Got a major decision going. That looks like what's going to be, and that will match the major decision by the Duhawks in 125. So if it stays like this, after 2 matches, it's going to be 4-4, and we got ourselves a Loras Coe.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And
1 second. 1 second.
Bryce Park, man, pretty impressive match.
Very impressive. So Bryce Park, the senior, goes to 13-4. It's a much-needed win for the Kohawks, and now it's 4-4, and we're gonna get ready to go to 141.
Watch this. He sneaks his leg out and comes behind for an easy takedown. And here we go, 141.
Colton Crawford out of Union, LaPorte City, Dysart, and he's 8-3. Junior, and he's going up against the freshman Cale Kurtz, 10-5. His dad, Marcus Kurtz, graduated from Coe in 1999. He was a volunteer assistant wrestling coach at Coe for more than 15 years, and he was, All-American for the Kohawks. And Cale Kurtz, the freshman, went to City High. Was a 4-time Iowa High School state place winner. Also going to play baseball at Coe.
Wow.
Real athletic.
Well, you know, when you coach as long as I coached 37 years, you got a lot of coaches out there in this match. Both these guys, high school coaches, Corey Connell at Iowa City High, Cale Kurtz, and Bart Maylert at Union. Both were great wrestlers for us, and Bart a national champ,
Fingers.
Corey Connell
Got fingers. Center.
runner-up.
You got
Corey
quite
Connell's,
a tree.
Corey Connell's here, actually, because, and you know what? He coached Coach Glosser at Loras when he was at Eddyville. Nice job, nice job. Cale Kurtz in and single, picking him up, trying to score, but oh my goodness, Crawford
pass.
sneaks in, does the leg pass, somersault. Man, I'm glad that wasn't going on when we were wrestling, TJ.
Did you ever think about diving
No,
through?
heck
I mean,
no.
you know, you're either down or you won't. But, you know, there's Coach Jaron Glosser, former Iowa Hawkeye, Eddyville. You know, I love those towns down in the southern part of the state, you know, Morning Sun, Wapello, Mediapolis, and Eddyville. And you're right, Jaron Glosser was coached by Corey
Connell, yeah. That was before, when he was at Eddyville, before he went to Iowa City High to coach. And then he coached Cale Kurtz and many others.
Of course, in my day, Mike McDonough was from Eddyville, and of course, he's the father of Matt McDonough. And you know, it's interesting. Unstoppable just came out last week, and that's the story of my former broadcast partner, Anthony Robles. And you know, here's the conference standings right here. Wartburg, of course, out in front. Coe undefeated, and Loras 1-1. But Matt McDonough, of course, is in the movie because that's who Anthony Robles beat in the finals. He's played by Johnny DeJulius,
Wow.
former Ohio State.
I heard nothing but good
wrestler.
things about that.
Very
I need to see
inspiring,
it.
and Anthony Robles, he is so inspiring and tremendous young man and motivational speaker now. But how did we get there from Eddyville, you know? And so,
Fingers.
Nice shot by Kurtz. Well defended by Crawford. And again, Kurtz again, 3 shots right there. And now Crawford comes back with one.
Good
Got
fight
some
by
good
Colton
scrapping.
Crawford.
Yeah, got some good scrapping going on, even though no score yet.
You know, one thing I like about, you know, Iowa PBS, and it's just, you know, Iowa loves their wrestling, but longtime coach at Union, LaPorte, was Dick Engvall, and he was just inducted into the Knights Hall of Fame, and he had a long career there.
He sure did.
Got fingers.
Congratulations to that induction and recognition for Coach Engvall's longtime dedication to the sport. Colton Crawford, a 4-year program guy. He's been behind Schropp. Schropp's injured.
Jalen
He's out
Schropp.
here stepping in and, you know, next man up.
Yeah, he's done a good job. 8-3 record right now.
Yep.
Both guys got good defense. Neither one can really get to the leg to give themselves a chance to score. 20 seconds to go, first period.
You just kind of have the feeling that if Crawford doesn't. Yeah,
Oh,
nice
wow.
slide by
Oh,
there.
beautiful
Look at this. Look
slide
at this.
by.
He's got that's 3 points.
Yep.
Tremendous slide by. Knows where he is.
I tell you what, Loras has snuck
Yep.
in a lot of takedowns at the end of periods.
They have come to grapple.
That's a big takedown. 2 seconds left. Don't have time to get anything back.
Well, the keys to the duel, Jim, you were thinking about them, and, right now, Loras has done something about it.
Yeah, they need to get a couple wins here in the first half. And stay, because they're very strong in the middle. They got 3 All-Americans in the middle, 57, 65, 74. Coe's got they want to get out. They want to win a couple more matches here
And so
early on.
Right now, Duhawks trying to turn the tables, flip the
'cause
script.
I think the Kohawks probably favored on paper in the upper weights. So, but they just can't fall too far behind either in these earlier weights. So, but here we got a 4-0 lead by Colton Crawford of Loras,
Fingers.
but a takedown by Kurtz to get him right back in the match.
Minute 20 left in the second period. 4-0 the score with that late takedown in the first period by Colton Crawford. Really nicely done. Slide by, executed well.
that
They
was
knew he was
sweet.
at the edge. He got the ankles and secured the 3 points. It was textbook.
Yeah, Kurtz just kind of pushing in. Shot by Crawford. Really, Kurtz has got a good hip pressure. Got him. It's got him in a situation where he can't pull it in, at least to this point. Crawford trying to.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job
Yeah.
for being stretched
Yeah.
out. He's hanging on. I mean, he's not just hanging on. He's pulling in like a tenacious dog.
Yeah.
He's saying, I may not be where I want to, but I'm not going to give
Yeah,
any more.
I ain't giving you nothing.
No, yeah.
And you know what? The clock's ticking too, and he's ahead 4-0. So taking that shot, not a bad thing. If you're taking a shot and the opponent's not scoring, not a bad thing.
You love the body language of Colton Crawford, too. I mean, he seems fresh and building confidence right now. Like you said, 20 seconds left. You're out front 4-0. Now you're thinking strategically and navigating your match. But the best way to navigate a match at this level is to keep your offense going, right?
Yeah, it is. And if Kurtz pushes in too much when he ties up to the head, man, that slide
just
by.
what you're saying right there.
Yeah.
He's just looking for that extra pressure. Crawford is. Look at this crowd. Nice crowd on a frigid night. And the Iowa PBS #1 foam fingers there passed out to the crowd. Love being back on Iowa PBS. Next week, it's the Battle of the Bergs. Your home territory, Jim.
Woo! That'll be a good one.
Augsburg, Wartburg, Thursday night, the 31st. Right now, that's a great start on top by Colton Crawford. Out in front, 4-0.
Really is, and Kurtz has really got to get to his feet, get a score, and get a takedown if he's going to get himself back into this match.
There's the escape.
4-1. Kurtz needs a score. Tell you what, Kurtz has taken a lot of shots, but he's just not penetrated enough to be effective trying to get a single or a double. And Crawford has a lot to do with that. He's staying low, his head's low. Sometimes he's putting his hands on the mat.
Center.
Down on one knee. Makes it tough. Makes it tough to get to him.
There's no
Pretty
riding
smart.
time. So a takedown would tie it. Ooh, again, little slide action, little elbow pass. Really nice fight by Colton Crawford.
Yeah, he's not really giving him a chance here.
No.
12 seconds. Did get a stall call.
42, now a takedown win.
Takedown would win the match.
12 seconds.
Hasn't been able to get to him yet.
What do you got? It better be something that works.
Oh, there's something different, but, nice try to carry. Nothing going. Good defense by Crawford, and he wins the match.
Another win for the Duhawks. 2 out of the first 3. 3 points. And the Duhawks go back out in front, 7-4 after 3 matches. Getting ready for 149 pounds now. We go right into the brother of Chase Pfizer, the brother of Connor, who got the big win at 125. Here you go.
Here's a replay. Right on the edge. Kurt's trying a shot, but Crawford holding him off. Wins the match, puts the the Duhawks up 7-4, coming into 149.
Oh, I like Dresden Grimm already because that walkout song's from when I wrestled at Coe College. "Don't Fear the Reaper" by Blue Oyster Cult. Now now we're talking, and he does need to not fear anything as he goes out here. Dresden Grimm out of Auburn, Illinois, going up against another brother. Brother of Connor Pfizer, Chase Pfizer, 14-3, and he was a backup last year to Eric Kincaid, an All-American, and he pushed him. Coach said he pushed him hard, even to a point of having to wrestle off, and just couldn't quite get in the lineup.
And now Kincaid's up to 57.
Yeah. So it's Chase Pfizer's time. Dres Grimm, the sophomore, 14-4 record. 2-year starter last year at 141. Now he's up to 149. Graduated from Auburn, Illinois. His dad, Matt, is a coach at Auburn. And I remember Dres, when he was a younger athlete, actually spoke at an FCA banquet about his involvement in FCA when I was the Illinois FCA director. And now here at Coe with a really important role right here. You got to get them. You got to get it back on the board. Another victory for Coe if they're going to be where they want to be.
Yeah, for sure. And these Pfizer boys, their dad Brian was one of my first recruits at Wartburg.
Wow.
Yeah. Wrestling families. We keep talking about. There's so many connections. And also, if we're talking about the Bondurant program, my God, they've done so well. And Rich Powers over there is the superintendent, 3-time All-American.
Oh, man,
was he dangerous.
I loved watching Rich Powers.
Northern Iowa Panther. He was on the Panther train.
Man.
Nice fireman try.
He's still, he comes around.
Man.
He had that elbow so tight. Nice job, nice execution.
Nice job.
Grimm gets the first takedown for 3. The Kohawk out in front.
Needs to get him down. Needs to have a mat return. Could get called for a stall here. Does get him off the mat. There it is.
Yeah, he's going to call stalling for pushing off the mat. Dres Grimm out in front, 3-0, but a stall call as he went out of bounds.
39 seconds.
Grimm, a 3-time Illinois high school
state
nice
place
kind
winner.
Of
elevator type for Pfizer, but Grimm cuts him. 3-1.
A little more length on Chase Pfizer.
Got an even even the records.
Yeah.
Grimm's 14-4, Pfizer's 14-3. Ten seconds. First period.
Loras and Coe, and they're at that,
We got a replay here. We'll see what we got.
Where he drops down with the.
Nice finishing. Fireman. Yeah. Outside carry, really.
Go.
Drives it all the way to a takedown, and that's where we're standing. 3-1.
Cross wrist.
Oh, man,
looking for the cross wrist tilt.
He's good here.
Nice job of rolling through by Chase Pfizer.
Nice mat return.
Yep, good effort by both wrestlers.
Grimm's tough on top.
Yep.
Almost, when he had that hooked up for that tilt, that could really blow this match out of whack if he can get some back points.
Pfizer felt it coming, rolled through, got to his feet, they got out of bounds. Grimm likes that crab ride, got the half Nelson and you know,
Pfizer kind of catches his
fry.
leg from coming in.
He does, coming around
jumps
for a
out.
reversal. 2 points reversal for Chase Pfizer. Now that knots the score at 3-3.
Pfizer caught his leg, then jumped out of his out of his crotch. Really, I mean, he jumped outside and got a nice reversal. And man, we got a match here.
And Chase Pfizer cuts. Dres Grimm. Grimm out in front 4-1 with that escape. And they go to work on their feet again. 149 pounds. Fourth match of the night between these American River Conference rivals. There's a nice shot.
Grimm in. Pfizer doing a nice job squaring up.
Yeah, that length. Look at this. If he can cut the corner there, Grimm doesn't want to lose his
Grimm
shoulder.
in trouble.
And he did.
Now Grimm does a reverse.
Oh, and he's got the
Holy
chin.
cow.
If he can go back. Now it's close. Woo! He's getting the count.
That was a game changer right there for Grimm. Looked like Pfizer might score, and Grimm kind of does a somersault almost, jumps over to his back.
So that's a 6-point move. 2 points for reversal, and then, was it a takedown? And it was the takedown and the 4-point.
And then Pfizer gets a reversal. We're going to try to see a replay here, and that was some good action.
Wow, that was great.
Actually,
3-3 there, right?
the officials going over to make sure we got the score right.
It was 4-3.
4-3.
Then you got 7-11. You got a reversal. 11-5.
11-5. Yeah, 11-5.
Yeah.
That was 7 points.
Here we go. Here's the 7-point move. Watch Grimm here. He's pulling him in. Pfizer trying to go around. And Grimm actually jumps over, somersault. Catches him on his back. Wow.
Gets the takedown and 4 counts for a 4-point near fall. That's how that 7 points came about. He gets cut here, he gives the escape to start the third period because of that 7-point move, the Duhawk, Chase Pfizer's got a big hill to climb.
Yeah, I mean, it was almost like Pfizer going to take the lead, and all of a sudden we're at 12-5. Grimm. That's how it goes a lot of times, man. So now Pfizer in underhooks, double underhooks.
Offense.
Grimm doing a good job, just staying basic. Pfizer doing a good job, but Grimm sneaks in on a high crotch.
And then you're out of bounds.
Ooh.
Any part of your body that's inbounds, you're still wrestling. As soon as you go out of bounds or past the cylinder, as if there's an invisible vertical wall there, then you're out of bounds. Nice call by Kurt Frost.
Well, you know, another takedown by Grimm gets major decision territory here. But Pfizer's the one that shoots in. Grimm with the shin whizzer.
Keep that legal.
Pfizer, nice job, limp arm, and he gets the score. Gonna cut him right away.
3 points, 8, cuts him 13 to 8. A 5-point lead by the Kohawk right now. Less than a minute left in regulation.
Pfizer's got some momentum here. Gets another takedown. He's right in there.
Keep the feet moving.
Stall call.
Stall.
And a point. 13-9, a takedown to make it 13-12. Grimm doing a better job here, blocking, hipping out.
Yep, good
staying
down block.
square.
Now you got to know, you got to eat that clock if you're Grimm.
Yep. Pfizer holding on. Grimm does break it, but Pfizer
nice job. Coming out the back door. What's he need to do, Coach?
Well, he needs to get his head out. He needs to stay out of both legs. He needs to get one side or the other. And here he goes, right here for a takedown.
And he's going to have to let him go.
Wow, Pfizer, 13-12, 5 seconds left. Grimm ahead, 14-12. Woo! Oh my goodness! Woo!
Big sigh of relief by Drez Grimm. Coe gets on the board again. Now it's back to all tied up 7-7 after 4. What a great match. A lot of scoring.
Great effort by Pfizer. He got way behind there and comes storming back. Just not, kind of runs out of time and is 14-12. 7-7. Here we are, tied back up again.
Coach, we have seen some scoring. That's what I love. I mean, these guys are going out and getting after it, and a lot of scoring, and now we go to 157.
We got Eric Kincaid, All-American last year with Ty Kodum, sophomore, Sergeant Bluff Luton. He was freshman of the year last year in the conference.
Kodum coached by his dad, Clint.
Yeah, Clint, All-American, Buena Vista.
Yeah, wrestled for Coach Al Baxter.
Ooh, legend.
You know, comes Morning Sun to Lisbon to Buena Vista, and now out in Virginia Beach, retired, and one of the great all-time coaches in high school and college in the state of Iowa. And his protege, Clint Kodum, his son, a sophomore, 11-3 record, 2-year starter here at Coe. And as you said, Jim, Sergeant Bluff Luton High School. He was a 3-time Iowa State place winner.
Tell you what, Kincaid is dangerous, especially in like near cradle action. He can pin you and has pinned a lot of people. Turned matches around real quick. Kodum trying to circle in.
Kincaid, also an engineering student and academic All-American. His coach just says he's a jack of all trades.
Yeah, it's good to have a guy like that on the team. Leader in a lot of ways.
Both guys in here. Come on. In here. Fingers.
Oh, nice
shot by Kodum.
there. And nice job by Kincaid. The hips down.
And here's where he's dangerous. If he can break that grip, he'll start to slide around, get that near
cradle. Yeah, man, when you have the cradle, we're talking about Rich Powers. He can throw it from anywhere. Yeah. But when you understand the, Bill Zadig, the head freestyle coach for the
Watch your hands.
United States freestyle team, national champion for Iowa, world champion, always says it's more about physics than horsepower.
There you go.
And when it comes down to the elite wrestlers, and that the strategic and the physics part of that cradle lockup is you got to know how to lock it up just right.
Nice job by Kincaid.
Nice shot there.
In on the high cross, dumps him down. He's got Kodum in trouble, but Kodum's trying to sit around, locked up around the waist.
There comes out. He just couldn't hold him down. Eric Kincaid out with the 3-point takedown to go out in front with 38 seconds
Trying to
left
get a Turk hooked up with his leg Turk, which would really put Kodum in trouble. 30 seconds left in the first. Wants to get under the neck here, elevate the leg, get under the neck, and take him to his back. Kodum doing a good job so far, trying to base out. Tough position right here when you're underneath like that, like Kodum. But 10 seconds left, first period. There comes the hand. He's getting under the neck.
Good fight by Kodum there.
Fight.
3-0 and a ride to the end of the period. That's the way you draw it up.
Grab your choice. Fur,
Kincaid defers. Let's see if Kodum goes down. He does.
About 40 seconds of riding time there for Kincaid after that takedown. Out in front, 3-0. Kodum trying to clear those hips. Come to his legs, but a return and immediately into the wrist.
Yeah, gets that near wrist and really now putting a lot of pressure from top on Kodum. Building up some riding time.
Action.
Man, if you're out there watching this kind of wrestling as a high school wrestler, I mean, there's so many opportunities to go on from high school, and
sure is.
Wow, this American Rivers Conference, it's the best in the nation.
It is best Division III conference in the country. We also got great junior colleges in here. We got Grandview, we were just at,
Yeah.
wins the national NAI championships. Upper Iowa's a D2 team in Iowa. So you got all kinds of opportunities. But look at Kincaid now switching off to the other wrist, putting the pressure on that side. Still only 3-0 though. And I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to get back on his feet and build his lead.
Close to 2 minutes of riding time, so it's been a dominant performance on top by Kincaid since the takedown in the first period. Looking for that cradle.
That's what he's looking for right there.
And that's exactly what Kodum knows he's looking for, but he has to go to his chest, and that's not where you want to be.
Over 2 minutes riding time.
And now he's got the wrist locked up.
Keep that leg going.
Wrist locked up, sitting over the ankle,
Great,
pressure on you. Brings a stall call. Now it's a point.
Second call on Kodum, 1 point. Now it's 4-0. And pretty much going to have riding time locked up as we end the second period here. 4-0 dominating performance right now by the Duhawk, Eric Kincaid. All-American last year at 149, fourth in Division IIIs. 15-3 this year.
Yeah, Comanche, Iowa.
Comanche, Iowa.
He
Some
chose
great
down, he
wrestlers
released it,
back
one
in the
rep.
day. I remember one
Yep.
of their first state champions, Roy Seymour. Whew. Man.
Kodum see if he can do better on his feet here. 5-0, but Kincaid has riding time, will have riding time. So, nice shot by Kodum. He can't just shoot in though and stop. He gets out of position. Now he's just trying to hold on. Got to try to finish earlier. As soon as you get in, best time to try to finish, get an angle, or lift him up. Another shot by Kodum. Loras got to be thinking major decision territory here. But Kincaid will need another takedown. Big underhook by Kincaid. Kodum's been warned and penalized for stalling. Got to be careful on the edge here. He's doing a good job, though, staying in there.
Short time, 40 seconds left in regulation. 5-0, the riding time secure, so it's effectively 6-0, so you need feet to back. You need a takedown and back points.
Well, right now, I think it'd be a win for Kodum if he just doesn't give up a takedown and get majored.
Yep.
Oh, not where he wanted to be.
And now you want to save a couple of points. You got to get to your belly right now. It's close, and nice job, and the major decision by Eric Kincaid. That from start to finish, he was in control.
13-0.
Ankle pads, guys.
And Loras takes the lead. Team score, 11-7. Here's a replay here. Kodum tries kind of a fireman's, but out of position. Gets taken right to his back and gives up 4 back points as well. So here we go. 11 team score, 11-7 in the favor of Loras. Got Coach Glosser with us here coming up. Coach, 11-7 lead after the first 5. You got to feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, happy with the way the guys are competing out there. Just got to keep it going through the next 5.
Yeah, so is that the message going into halftime?
Absolutely. Just keep wrestling our matches. We've had some close ones. It's been back and forth, and stay in your match and get ready to go for your moment.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Okay, 11-7 team score. Stick around. We'll be back at intermission to talk with co-athletics staff, and a very special guest is going to join us after. Thanks for viewing.
Coming up on Studio 3 Live, we welcome Lily DeTay.
I was just really kind of blown away with like the conspiracy theories and these like internet rabbit holes we all go down, and like how it just feels so like buzzy and like overwhelming and scary.
Friday evening at 8:30 on Iowa PBS.
Coming up on the next Iowa Life, we'll celebrate the 50th anniversary of the maintenance shop in Ames.
Knowing that there's been legends in this room, I do get goosebumps thinking about it.
We'll learn about making cider from fresh Iowa apples. And we'll ride along with Escaramuza Quetzali.
Suba, 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 suba.
All that and more on the next Iowa Life. Sundays at 10:30 a.m. on Iowa PBS.
Join Iowa PBS on February 22nd at 2 p.m. at the Iowa PBS Maytag Auditorium for an advanced premiere of Dogs of Service. This new film follows the 2-year service dog training process and highlights stories from veteran service dog handlers. RSVP for free at iowapbs.org/events.
Since ancient times, 3 big cats have stalked the face of Africa. Leopards, cheetahs, and lions. Their stories collide along one special river in Botswana, where their kingdoms overlap. Now they compete, cat, to hunt and raise families in a world that is changing all around them.
Wednesday evening at 7 on Iowa PBS.
I'm so glad to be here. There's nothing like it. To what do I owe this pleasure?
I had hoped for the opportunity to dazzle.
Dazzle? How does that sound, wee man?
What a treat. Starting to enjoy myself.
I thought you said you could cook.
Well, I lied.
It's good to have everyone back together.
Sunday evening at 7 on Iowa PBS.
You're invited to a special event in Cherokee as we celebrate the 50th season of Market to Market. Join me, Paul Yeager, on February 11 at the Cherokee County Ag Show, where I'll lead a live podcast discussion with market analyst Christy Van On Cheeseth. We've been a trusted source of agricultural news and analysis for 5 decades. Join us as we look back on 50 incredible seasons and look forward to many more. Reserve your seat at markettomarket.org.
Welcome back to Kohawk Arena. I'm Tim Johnson, and I'm with Joelle Rummel. And Joelle, I got a jacket on here that I earned, okay?
Looks pretty good.
And it was worn before you were born. But I'm feeling pretty good in that as an old Kohawk. But you are the assistant athletic director at Coe. And first of all, let's talk about community. Even though it's below zero out, we've got some youth programs here and a really nice crowd behind me on half this gym. And you got to be, community is really important to Coe, isn't it?
Yes, we're very fortunate to be in the Cedar Rapids area, and wrestling's such a big draw for us, and we're surrounded by Cedar Rapids community clubs tonight, along with surrounding areas such as Anamosa, El Burnett, all of our small schools. So we want to thank them for taking the time in this frigid weather to be out joining us and cheering on our Kohawks.
Well, we're excited, Iowa PBS, of being back with college wrestling, and I think the excitement from my standpoint is that putting the spotlight on small colleges, and it's exciting to be here.
Yes. Super exciting. I've been told, I was not here, but I've been told the last time you guys were here was like 2012-ish. So we're super excited that we got asked to be part of this to bring you guys back here and really grow the sport of wrestling in the state of Iowa. So thank you for doing that. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for being with us, and good luck in the second. This is a close match here.
Yeah,
it
here
always
go,
goes
Kohawks.
down. So thanks a lot, Joelle.
Thank you.
Coe has packed the crowd tonight with athletes and wrestling families from Cedar Rapids and surrounding areas. Here are how wrestlers in one of those towns, not far away, have found their own unique way of giving back to their community. Along Highway 151, the main artery between Coe and Loras in Dubuque, sits Anamosa, a town renowned for their annual Pumpkin Fest and Ryan Norland Memorial Giant Pumpkin Weigh-Off.
You're clear to come down, Johnny.
Anamosa High School's Raider wrestling team has made it a tradition to participate in the weigh-off every year, helping move these massive gourds from truck beds and trailers to forklift and scale, then across the floor of the Lawrence Community Center where they are displayed to public amusement and adoration. Head coach Chris Looney says it's a good workout for his team and a great self-starter.
They do love doing it. You know, they ask me about it in the off season when the Pumpkin Fest is going to be. And I think they enjoy just the competition part of it. Even though they're not competing, they're still a part of a competition. From what I know, it goes back way before my time. The previous coach got him involved, and we just kind of kept it rolling. It's awesome, and I didn't know pumpkins could get that big. So.
We'll be right back with highlights and our final 5 matches of the night. You're watching College Wrestling on Iowa PBS.
Coming up on Studio 3 Live, we welcome Lily DeTay.
I was just really kind of blown away with like the conspiracy theories and these like internet rabbit holes we all go down, and like how it just feels so like buzzy and like overwhelming and scary.
Friday evening at 8:30 on Iowa PBS.
Coming up on the next Iowa Life, we'll celebrate the 50th anniversary of the maintenance shop in Ames.
Knowing that there's been legends in this room, I do get goosebumps thinking about it.
We'll learn about making cider from fresh Iowa apples. And we'll ride along with Escaramuza Quetzali.
Suba, 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 suba.
All that and more on the next Iowa Life. Sundays at 10:30 a.m. on Iowa PBS.
We're back at Kohawks Arena where the score is 11-7. The visiting team, Loras, out in front, and we're joined by a very special guest, the legendary. If I'm calling you, Jim Miller, legendary coach, then I've got double, triple, quadruple legendary coach.
The JV coach.
Yeah, Dan Gable. This is the varsity now. Dan Gable joining us, and Dan, it's good to be back on Iowa PBS, and we spent a lot of years together as partners here, but it's great for the state and it's great for wrestling, and we're glad you joined us tonight.
Well, I don't know how we got back on, but we should have never been off, you know that, because I'm a little prejudiced about this sport, and I love it, and I just cannot believe how many connections that I have just within these two teams tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, there's both coaches, you know, like I've wrestled for the Hawkeyes, I believe, at one time or another. I mean, I got athletes on one side, I got athletes on the other side. You know, so who are you rooting for? You know, it's like, well, Loras gave me an award. It was a doctorate of all laws.
Whoa!
So you know,
Didn't know that.
I'm gonna have to. Well, no, because I'm closer to Coe, and I got later relationships with Coe. You know, like the Kurtzes, and you know. So you know what? I'm gonna flip a coin. No, I'm not gonna flip a coin either. I'm just gonna let them wrestle it out. It's been a pretty good match so far, and I think the fans have to like the action. And so, you know, it's I think we have 5 matches that we're getting on, and we're even promoting female, right?
Right.
Because you know, we have to do that because that's what
fastest growing sport in the world right now.
Well,
high school and college women's sports.
That's right. So you know, we got to jump aboard that, and we're just happy to have them. But no, I'm really excited that all of a sudden, you know, us three got together again.
Well, here's what's coming up for the 5 matches we have left tonight. Bourne versus Scranton, 174. I'm looking forward to that one. That should be fireworks. Gonaida versus Richardson. Barker versus Voss. Watson and Arsenal, and maybe it comes down to heavyweight, Clark versus Dancy. And so we're getting ready. When they come out, we'll go at 165. And there we go. We got young people coming out. It's a nice crowd for minus below zero. And Dan, you're going to stay with us for a couple of matches and calls. And I don't know, in the old days, my arm got so sore because you'd come out of your seat sometimes and want to get out there and tell them what to do.
Yeah, actually the 174-pounder, Ganida from Loras, his dad wrestled for me too, Andy Ganida. So, and he lives in Solon now, I guess. So I got to be a little careful here how I'm rooting, or if I am rooting, I'll just make some calls.
Yes, that's what we're doing.
Maybe. Of course, that's a 3-point takedown, right? It's not a 2-pointer.
Well, we got Kyle Scranton from Iowa City West.
There's another one.
Yeah. And Dustin Boren from Bettendorf. Dustin was All-American last year, got 7th. And he's a pinner.
And that's the next match. Loras is Dustin Boren, and Jim just said he's a pinner going up against Coe's Kale Scranton. And Loras out in front, 11-7. And so this is a big match for the Duhawks because they're out in front. They've got a favored wrestler coming out. And so they'd like to put the foot to the pedal. And here comes Coe's Kale Scranton. And Scranton, a junior, 7-12 record. Younger brother, Kyler, is a freshman at Coe as well. They graduated from Iowa City West High School. 4-time Iowa State qualifier. And a little undersized here, you can see. But they need him. Next man up. And here we go at 165. There's some good action those first 5 matches, Dan.
Yeah, it was.
Points scored.
They're good wrestlers. I mean, come on. I mean, they got good coaches. Goes back in history, and they're not gonna. We're in the state of Iowa. We're getting it back on television. It's always been on television, and I don't think they pulled out just because they wanted to pull out. I think they had too much competition. They couldn't get rights from ESPN and a lot of things. It's just hard to do. But
we had asked Coach Osendorf, how did you end up recruiting him? I didn't realize he's 3-time All-State, 3 different sports.
Wrestle out of it.
Football, wrestling, and track. High hurdler.
He was headed to another college, and the night before he said that you and Mark Johnson walked in, and that was it. At Nichols, Iowa.
Yeah, but nobody knows where that is.
Yeah, well, you found it.
Yeah, but somebody had to show me. But no, it was great. His family was super family, and he was really an exciting guy.
Ooh, nice job by Scranton.
They loved him. The Big O, they called him.
They still call him the Big O. He's still doing good. Long time, going on 5 years here.
Ooh, nice job of getting out of what was close to a takedown for the Kohawk.
That was a nice shot. Boren
just couldn't get that right arm cut across.
Yeah.
Center.
Oh, side by.
Wow.
Nice action.
Yeah.
Well, slide by action by Scranton.
Get here, guys.
There's a replay here. You see the slide by, all of a sudden, Boren was rolling with it.
Yeah, Dan, we were talking a little earlier about what you started to talk about, the wealth of wrestling in Iowa, how, the best Division III in the nation. We were at Grandview last week, the top NAIA junior college, and of course the big guys. I mean, it's, I don't think Iowa fans can get enough, and that's why I think that we're just going to keep growing on Iowa PBS here, putting the spotlight on small colleges.
Well, that's, right now with the University of Iowa just taking command of female wrestling, and hopefully, we'll go further from that. But, there's always issues in everything you do. It's just like, the issues, whether it's in the government or whether it's presidential or whether it's in wrestling. It's like, right now in the world, it's like Russia and Iran. I mean, that's the political countries that we fight against, and sometimes it holds us back just because we are, at war or something, like that. But
and now in the wrestling world, Japan jumping up there.
Ooh, they're doing something right.
Right, and definitely, and we got an event coming up on that with some top matches.
I did wrestle.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
Well, yeah.
T.J. Johnson.
Baron Bremner made us wear those Bumblebee singlets. And
then your leather jacket today.
It still fit. Brought it back. How about that, Dan?
But if they were a bumblebee, that means you stung a little bit.
Okay, well, you
get out there and you.
Nice
shot. Nice.
Then he cut across and got the 3 points.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You can't get in and hang. You got to get in and cut the corner. You got to get in and score points right away.
Tell you what, Scranton's doing just what he needs to do to be in this match, because he's not the favorite here, and here's where Boren has really been dominant.
Well, you can tell right away he kind of went on the defense on the bottom there just because he felt like this is where this guy's good, instead of really continuing to get the heck out of there. He kind of went into defense, and if he had kept his offense up, of course he might have been beaten by doing that before, and who knows exactly what's going through his mind.
Ankle one.
Well, we had an even first period on their feet. Really, Scranton's really been the one that dominant, been the most aggressive on his feet and actually scored a takedown. But here we are, 3-3 with Bourne doing where he wants to be.
Yeah, building riding time.
The Duhawk was an All-American last year, finishing 7th. He's 13-5 this year, out of Bettendorf High School.
Riding time?
Riding time's up
43 seconds.
44 seconds, yeah.
Okay. So we got 11-7 team score, 3-3 here at 165. 20 seconds left in the second period. Be really big if Scranton can get out. But Boren's putting him to his back.
You can see why.
Sinking that half.
Wow.
You got to stay up.
Huge pin if he could get it.
Well, more than that, it's just all of a sudden, there it is, yeah. Wow.
2 seconds.
And he holds off, but 4 big near fall points put up by Kurt Frost, the official, and that takes the score, separates in a big way, 7-3. Over a minute riding time. Coe's going to be on their feet.
Get out of him.
You can see how Boren ended up being an All-American last year. He was so good.
He's dangerous.
Dangerous, man.
Dangerous when you're on the mat. Yeah, that was a pretty easy just maneuver. But at the same time, he's in the guy's head a little bit. And when you're in the head a little bit, you're moving a little slower, just a little. But he did get a takedown.
He did.
Yeah, and in reality,
3 points. So.
I mean, this is one where, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Glosser's looking for a pin. And right now, it's a regular decision. There's a job to do out here. And Scranton's been doing the job. He got caught, but he didn't go down. And so he's to continue fighting in here. Minute left.
Another takedown by Bourne to put it major decision. With riding time.
Yeah, this is a match within the match right here.
Yeah.
This is where, both of them have a job to do.
Center.
What were you saying, Dan, when if the co-wrestler was your guy?
All of a sudden, he's on the bottom, and he's trying to keep from getting turned. When you're on the bottom, you're supposed to be getting out. At the same time, you got to be smart. And you got to have moves that you can still count on. And just a little bit of hanging there got him in trouble. And let him use his legs well, and got the 4-point near fall.
I think Barnes settling okay with the.
See right there, he shot, but he wasn't able to cut the corner more. He shot and stopped.
Well, it's a regular decision.
Yeah.
And
No, that's
3 points for the favored, very much favored wrestler from Loras. And so Dustin Boren, the All-American, will get a win here, and 3 points on the board, 14-7. And Loras out in front now as we go to 174. And Jim, this is a match that we really marked as the feature match of the night.
Yes, we did. 2 All-Americans, actually. L.J. Richardson was an All-American in 2023, and Zeb Ganaida, All-American last year, actually got 3rd at this weight class. And over the last couple years, they're 2-1. Ganaida, 2 wins between them. But, man, this is a big match. Coe actually needs this match.
Yeah, L.J. Richardson needs to even up the score. He's down 2-1 in their 3 matches, and he's a senior. He's 13-2, 3-year starter. Was an All-American. Placed at 174 from Prosper, Texas. Prosper High School in Texas was a 4-time state place winner and a champion. Zeb Ganaida, 12-0, has not been beaten this year. Graduate student, 2-1 versus LJ, and was 3rd, as Jim said, All-American from Solon.
Yeah,
not too far away
his,
from here.
His dad wrestled for me.
And
Andy
Ganaida.
I ran into him. I hadn't seen him for a long time. I ran into him on the way in, and he had to remind me who he was. But
he didn't look the same.
No, that's not it. I just don't know every wrestler by sight when I don't see him for every once in a while, every 10 years or so.
Both of you guys have incredible coaching trees. The coaching trees of Jim Miller and Dan Gable are incredible, and that's part of the fun, I'm sure, for both of you in coaching. Not just coaching the wrestlers, but seeing those that, go on and coach. Just
well, yeah, I mean, it's just like that's their profession, so they're in it for life, and and you're happy that you gave them some of that inspiration to do that for their livelihoods. I mean, Ostendorf, wow. That's, me and him used to go round and around a little bit. And he didn't want to wrestle. He wanted to play football. And so I had to let him go out for football.
And then he did well when he was out for football, because that's when he was a 2-time All-American the 2 years he played football. Way to go, Coach. You really had a plan.
Well, he told me, he says, they didn't give me much a chance. I had to come back to you. You give me quite a bit of chance here, but I don't think that was his first love, but it became his first love. Offense. From a standpoint of a profession, because he's still doing it.
24 years at Coe, and he was on the national team after he graduated from Iowa.
Greco, yeah.
Yep, and world team, and really excelled.
The fans just. The match, the things he did, he threw people, everybody. And then he also could shoot high crotches and duck unders and stuff like that. I had to get on him a couple times early on when he wasn't living up to his, like my expectations. Maybe, I don't know what it was exactly, but he got chewed out one time like nobody else has been ever chewed out before. And it was in a audience, but nobody was watching, but just me and him. And yeah, maybe there's somebody else beside him hurt us, but it was at a...
Did you ever grab a hold of him? Is he too big?
No, he wasn't too big.
I don't think anybody was too big for you.
He was, I probably could have thrown me through the wall, but you know what? He's probably scared to do it. Because, he just... I know he wanted to hurt me, but not really. Because one time I got on him so bad at practice that his fists came up.
Ooh.
And and... Guess what? I just looked at him in the eyes, and they came back down.
Tonight with
I'm glad
nice
that
escape. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, I'm glad that that he didn't deliver. Might not be here today.
Kidding.
Yeah.
1-0, Ganaida out in front. Got the escape after a 0-0 first period. And
nice shot
driving through.
Oh, man.
Good shot, but he got pulled up. He pulled him up.
That's going to be stalling, yes. Backing out, so they got the stall call, didn't get the point. Good aggression there. Well, sitting by a guy.
He got in deep there, too.
Yeah, he did. It was a good bull rush.
But he just got a warning, right?
Gonida just got a warning, backing out, yes.
Yeah. Got the point from the escape, yeah.
Yes. Tim Johnson along Jim Miller and legendary Coach Dan Gable. And Dan, you continue to inspire and I suppose intimidate a little bit, but you didn't intimidate that line of kids that were wanting your autograph. And Jim looked at me and he said, it's always the same.
Everywhere we go.
It doesn't change, you know. And Jim Miller, the director of the Dan Gable Museum and National Hall of Fame, and Dan, that continues to grow and influence the state.
Yeah, I got Mike Doty with me. He brought me up here tonight. Mike's part of that museum. He's the guy gets out and raises the funds, and it's from Washington, Iowa, and he went to Iowa State when I was there as a grad assistant, and then when I moved to Iowa, he moved along to the University of Iowa. But at the same time, museums aren't easy. It's just like the sport of wrestling. But in Iowa, it's a little bit easier to survive just because we've had wrestling for over 100 years and we've had good wrestling for over 100 years. I mean, to the point that it's not just known within the Midwest. It's not just known within the United States of America. It's known throughout the world with world and Olympic medalists. And that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
Okay, let's see. Check this replay out.
Red, you have a warning.
Nice double shot. Head in the stomach, but Gonida pulled him up and out of it.
And good foot movement by Gonida as well.
Really important. And wow.
1-1, yep.
All right. Neither spent
Richardson.
much time underneath. They have not been able to solve the puzzle on their feet, and here we go.
Love it when they just explode on the whistle.
Yeah, and Gonida had that good double shot. So he penetrated well, but got pulled up, I believe, right?
No, opposite. It was,
just the opposite?
It was L.J. Richardson that had that shot.
Okay,
And,
I couldn't remember who did it, but the bottom line, so we know that they got something here on their feet, and we just gotta wait and see.
Yeah, both these guys been All-Americans. Some high level.
Yeah, there's
a takedown's gonna.
Both move really well.
Yeah.
I mean, they had some positions that scoring was pretty close, but they were able to move out of it. Good down blocking, circling, and that type of stuff is so important in your ability to score offensively and to be able to keep them getting scored on.
Man, I say this a lot, but I think I probably heard it from you years ago. Who can execute when they're tired? Who can execute when they're tired? And, they look fresh, but you're tired at this time. And so
nice shot.
It's a matter of execution.
Look
And
at this.
here is
Gonida.
Gonida in on the single. Lifts up. Oh!
Nothing yet. It's close. He's close.
This is a judgment call by Frost.
It's close.
That's
There it
3
is.
points with 20 seconds left.
Gonida.
Whoa! Stalemate and a big takedown by Gonida there.
Yeah.
Richardson was not able to cut across, cut around.
Go, Red.
Explode up again.
Yeah. Wow. Look at this.
Okay.
Takedown wins.
Takedown wins.
Not much time, though. On the edge. That was a pretty good match by both guys.
Yeah, hard-fought win by Gonida. Fourth time they've wrestled, 3-1 for Gonida. He goes to 13-0, undefeated, 3 more points on the board, and now a 10-point lead going into the last 3 matches. And right here, that single leg, Jim.
Lifts him up, cuts across. Cuts across and
he's got that arm across. That's what makes a big difference.
Yep, and there it is.
Hey, Dan, it's just like riding a bike. You're doing such a good job. Will you stay another match with us?
Sure.
All right.
Well, I don't know about that, actually. I'm not doing a good a job, but I'm focused more on the sport, and I should be focused on the matches here. But
Well, you know what? Coe needs to win the last 3.
Yeah.
And they can. And it's possible for him. And Voss is a guy you want out there if you're Coe.
Jared Voss. He's a senior. He's 14-2. He's behind Landry Barker.
that was a really nice 2-on-1 go behind. Really did a good job. Look at this. What topsy-turvy there.
Getting a little sloppy, getting a little sloppy.
Topsy-turvy. Oh, he got hurt. He got hit in the head, too.
Just wait.
Or is something.
Hold on.
Something. Cramps?
Well,
Go ahead.
I don't know whether he said crap or cramp.
Cramp.
Yeah, Jared Voss down on the mat right now. He's a senior, 14-2.
I think he's got cramps on his calves.
Here's his kind of throw by, pull down.
But he landed hard. Maybe he landed on the knees landed on him. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, maybe this one.
This one, yeah. I don't know exactly what happened
He
there.
just cramped up on him.
He got kind of out of position. It was awkward.
He had to
landed.
fight through that a little bit. Or did he hurt his knee?
We won't speculate. We'll just wait and see here.
Well, it'll be Barker's choice.
Yep, Landry Barker will get a choice when the injury time is done. The non-injured wrestler gets his choice to start on top, on his feet, or underneath. Landry Barker is the Duhawk. He's 9-10. He's out of Covington in Louisiana, St. Paul's High School. He's a two-time Louisiana state champion.
I think he cramped up in both calves.
Jared Voss's older brother, Jake Voss, graduated from Coe. He was a two-time national qualifier and an All-American. And
when he went up there, he went up on his toes, and I think both his calves cramped up.
Nice mat return by Voss. Yeah, his dad was a longtime West Delaware high school coach.
And now Jake's taken over. Jake's the coach now.
Nice mat return. Yeah, Jake's the new coach at West Delaware. His dad, Jeff, longtime coach.
Yeah. I was just with him. He got a good award. Dad.
Yes, he did. National Wrestling Hall of Fame, state chapter.
That's congratulations. That's Iowa State chapter of the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. And
oh, he's got his wrists hooked up. He likes this tilt action.
nice job of getting his wrists out, but then
walking his hands,
yep,
his fingers. I'll tell you, the quality of wrestling here is pretty high.
It's what I've been impressed with is they've all been just scoring points, and that's what fans want to see, viewers want to see, and you tune into PBS and you're going to see it because these are great athletes.
Well, here we go. Coe needs major decisions. They need big wins. They need to make up. They're down 10 with 3 matches to go.
So 3 major regular decisions isn't enough.
That's right.
So they need a major. We don't know who's going to win the tie, though. Uh-oh, got an arm bar.
Oh, he's got him in trouble.
Yeah, oh, boy.
Oh, stepping over his head.
Wow, yeah. Oh, boy.
He got two. He got 2.
Count of 2. That was a pretty good move there. I mean, because there's a little space there, and he utilized every inch of it there.
Action!
Landry is does keep his base, but Voss doing a good job tying up his wrists.
He's a good wrestler. He's got the skills for riding, look good on his feet, defensively, offensively. I mean, the bottom guy right now is a good wrestler. Otherwise, he'd have been out of it already.
Stall call here. Yep.
He seems to me he's rolling his arms pretty good. It seems like he's just getting kind of ridden pretty hard.
Yeah.
He keeps moving in there.
Voss going to ride him out here, 5-1 into the first.
Red.
Here's he steps over the head. I think he goes a little bit too fast here. Launder
he got it.
Bails out as hard as he could, and he does only gives up a 2 takedown.
2 near fall there.
Near fall, I'm sorry, yeah. And now Voss looking to build his lead.
Boy, Voss can wrestle.
2-on-1.
2-on-1 and short drags and underhooks and overhooks. And wow, he's been around wrestling a long time.
Yeah, he knows his team needs a big win here.
This Loras kid can wrestle too. Otherwise, he'd have probably been pinned on that arm bar. Arm and leg bar, I guess.
Yeah. See if Voss can do something in this front headlock.
Yeah, but the guy's holding on and moving. Barker's not his first time he's wrestled, I can tell you that. He came up with that 2-on-1. Stopped that go behind. Kept head position, down blocked all the way through.
Yeah, it's been a good period for him. He's held his own here, second period.
I don't know if he has riding time or not. It says 2:45 or 24.5. I don't know. Got the home crowd going here.
15 seconds.
Needing a.
Barker held his own this period. Still 5-1.
Shooting him off the mat.
Neutral.
Looks like Voss taking neutral. Needs a takedown if he's going to get in the major decision territory.
That riding time clock is a little.
Yeah, we have to turn, but
I know, but is it
2:40? Yeah, 20.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He rode him for a little bit, but I'm not sure if he's got riding time or not.
Barker really doing his job here, man. Staying in the match after the first period. Thought it might be a big win for Voss, but
right there, gotta watch it. That's a point there.
I mean, and this is where the wrestlers need to be aware of what's going on.
I mean, he could have circled there, and he can't back out, especially when you had a warning already.
Well, now a takedown by Voss would definitely be a major decision.
If he rides him or if he has a riding time. No.
Double unders by Voss.
You gotta watch it there. Wow. Wow.
Voss front head.
Kept that angle from happening though.
Wrestle out of the guys.
You don't want to back off here. You got to circle on.
And Voss.
Beautiful duck.
And
he's going to
there
get
is a big takedown. Just what the doctor ordered for Coe.
That was an Ozendorf duck right there.
And he got pretty excited, Coach. I mean,
did he?
Yeah, he got real excited on that one.
He used to be able to hit those. He'd duck and bear hug. He'd duck and throw. He'd duck and get the go behinds. He'd hit the high crotch, go behind.
He did what you did to me about every match. He hit he hit his assistant coach next to him.
Oh, he did.
And my shoulder got awful sore 10 years with you. And,
whoa!
Nice mat return.
Big win for Voss. He's got 4. Now they're only 6 down. 2 more wins is what Coe needs. And so a major decision for Voss from Coe. And the score now 17-11.
Yeah, 2 pretty tough wrestlers there. One just a little tougher.
Ooh.
Nice duck. Nice duck under, and then gets him down to the mat for a takedown.
Yeah, he did a nice job of getting his hips down on that return. And so, Dan, we just want to thank you for everything that you have done for wrestling and continue to do. And thanks for being the greatest ambassador our sport has ever known, and for being with us today.
Hey, I'm just happy that we have this ability to do this. We have 5 opportunities, and you guys are involved. And if you guys do a good job, we might be able to do it beyond this year. So I'm not putting any pressure on you.
We're good, but we can be better, right, Coach?
Thanks,
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you. Take care.
Appreciate it.
Down fingers, guys.
Matthew Arsenault for Coe, 10-6. Alex Watson from
Watch your head, guys.
Loras,
Watch your head.
9-11.
Yeah, Coach didn't chew me out, but he did challenge me quite a bit to, Timmy,
get better.
You're good, but you can get better.
Yeah,
you can be better. And I listened to the coach, and I think that I got better because I was inspired by the coach.
Well,
And that's why you never want to, underestimate the power and influence of a coach. And you were one of the great ones, Jim. And, great coaches are rare. But you know what I think the key is? When wrestlers or athletes know that you're for them, that is the difference.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Sometimes you say that, well, that young man will run through the wall for you. But if they know you'll run for the wall for them, that's a big difference.
Next one's stalling.
We talk about Gable always drawing some attention. We went down to New Orleans, the Gable Museum, for a night with Dan Gable in New Orleans and packed the house in New Orleans. So it's been fun.
Hey, wherever Dan goes.
Yeah, wherever we go. It's been cool. So anyway, we got a big match here.
Alex Watson.
17-11.
Alex Watson out of Port Byron, Illinois, is the Loras wrestler. He's 9-11 and a sophomore.
Both guys, watch your
and
hands.
for the Kohawks, it's at 197, Matthew Arsenault, 3-year starter at Coe from Plainfield Central High School, Plainfield, Illinois. Place winner in Illinois. He in on that single leg.
Beautiful shot by Arsenault.
And a takedown, 3 points. Coe starting to roll.
And he goes right looking for a cradle. I mean, almost every year, seems like with these two teams, it comes down to heavyweight. And it's setting up that could exactly happen tonight. Heavyweight match.
Break, guys. Down, Red. That. Go.
Nice breakdown by Arsenault, stepping over the ankle. Oh, he's looking for some, he wants to work for some back points here, I tell you.
Take clean.
15 seconds left in the first. But he's putting a lot of pressure on Watson and taking a lot out of you when you're that tough, when you're putting that much pressure on the guy on top.
Coe fans getting boisterous. Getting on the 97-pounder Alex Watson.
Green. Keep them crawl facing clean, right?
Matt Arsenault, a senior, 10-6 record.
Go.
Parents Mark and Tammy Arsenault out of Plainfield, Illinois, and there's one escape. And now the Kohawk extends his lead 4-0.
And they're thinking, we can get a major here if you're the Coe staff. That only leaves us 2 points behind.
And then there's not criteria. If it's tied, there's the criteria, and it starts with number of victories. Well, when it's 5-5, you go to the second one. then it's a number of falls. Well, there has not been any falls. So then you get to the match points, and when we get to heavyweight, if that's a situation, we'll tell you right where they are in match points, and that would determine the winner if there's a tie. So right now, it's really important not only for the win here for Coe to stay in it, but as many points as you can get.
100%.
And so you gotta be on it here. You don't want to leave it on your heavyweight.
Fingers.
45 seconds.
$35 seconds to go, second period. 4-1. Arsenal in the lead. Coach is yelling at Arsenal, hey, we need another one this period. They want that major decision. They can get it. Nice shot. Nice single.
Okay. Right in. He got right in there. End of the second period. Big takedown for the Kohawk.
When he goes, he goes. Sometimes as a coach, you're saying, why are we only taking one shot in a period?
Here we go.
Okay, we're on our feet again. That's exactly what they're saying. Let's get another one. And he's got a real nice shot, single leg takedown to Watson's right leg.
Yeah, fingers, guys.
Every point counts.
And I think we're 2 seconds short of riding time. And so, if you're Coe, you don't want to leave it down to the criteria.
No, not at all, man. The blood pressure is high on the coaching staffs, both of them right now.
Big time 1 minute for the Loras wrestler right here.
Yeah.
Because if that's a regulation, it comes down to 17-14. And if Coe would win and make it 17-17, it would come down to match points.
Nice shot.
There's a big takedown, and there's your major.
Stay clean.
10-1. Now he's going to have riding time. Wow, this is big for Coe.
Big for Coe, and now it's going to come down. If it stays like this, the winner at heavyweight will win it for their team. Just like we said, come down to every time it seems like Loras and Coe comes down to heavyweight, and they have not disappointed tonight.
Last year was 21-19. Coe.
10-1 riding time. It's going to be 11-1. And 4 points for Coe, 17-15 as we go to heavyweight, and it's all on the line at 285. There's your winner for Coe.
Here's Matt Arsenal taking another same shot. Beautiful job.
Great job.
Final takedown.
Yeah. Putting an exclamation mark on his nice victory there. Matthew Arsenault, the senior, getting a big victory. And now we go to heavy.
Woo!
And
two big boys out
two
here.
big guys, man. And we've got at 285 for the Kohawks. It's Damari Dancy, the senior, 11-4, 2-year starter at Coe from Portage High School, two-time Indiana State qualifier. Going up against, great story, going up against Jonah Clark from Waco of old, and he was a football player, and they needed somebody a week before the regionals last year. Coach walked into the weight room, and he mentioned wrestling, and the guy said, well, yeah.
He asked the
I
coach,
was a finalist.
do you have any football players that wrestled? Jonah Clark said, well, I got second. He goes, second in what? So second in the state.
So Jonah Clark out of Waco. That's down by my neck of the woods in southeast Iowa, south of 218, south of Iowa City, and Wayland and Crawfordsville, Olds. He was a state finalist for Waco. Went to Loras for football originally, and now he's got an opportunity to bring a big American Rivers Conference win for Loras. He's 4-1, 245 pounds.
Amari Dancy, 11-4. Portage, Indiana.
You know, Portage, that's where Leroy Vega. Vega wrestled at Portage. Then he was a 3-time All-American for Minnesota. And one of those years, they had 10 All-Americans. The only team ever to get 10 All-Americans.
I remember that.
Jay Robinson and Minnesota. Leroy's part of that. Then Leroy went back, and he was the coach for the Kohawk here. He went back to his alma mater, and he was the head coach, and now he's at Purdue and assisting former Hawkeye Tony Ursuline on his staff.
Yeah. Well, these guys so far dead even for the first minute and a half. Just like this meet's almost dead even.
We don't have to count up the match points now, because
No,
it's not going to end up tied. Man, I can tell you that my crack assistant, Tiffany, had it all ready to go, and I can tell you that the match points is about even right now.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, right. Just real within a point or so of being even. And so it would have been interesting, but we don't have to worry about it now with the 2-point differential.
I'm glad Tiffany's here, because I wouldn't trust me or you. Tell you what, a takedown by either one of these guys would loom large. Not only for winning this match, but winning the meet.
Offense, guys. Get out fingers.
Drop levels there, Dancy, but was able to get the legs back. Jonah Clark hasn't even been a college wrestler for an entire year yet.
Yeah. Nice shot by Dancy.
Yeah, and right now a couple of more shots there, and he's going to get a stall call against Jonah Clark.
That could be big.
0-0. We go to the second period. 4 minutes of wrestling left tonight in regulation if it doesn't go to sudden victory, and to the winner goes all the spoils. And it would be a big conference victory for whoever walks out of here.
Oh, man. Clark out immediately.
Offense.
There's a lot of hand fighting going on in there. Nice snap down by Clark. Damari circles in.
Wrestle out of that. Wrestle out of it.
If you're joining our college wrestling coverage via Facebook or YouTube, we want to know where you're watching from. Let us know in the comments, and thank you to all of our viewers for tuning in tonight.
Wow.
Whoa, inside,
Clark,
body lock.
Body lock, and right from the get-go,
oh!
and he throws him.
Woo! Man. Oh, that's a big-time throw,
Woo!
Coach.
Your fingers.
I think he's been in the weight room a little bit. Both these guys have, but man, that was big. Really puts Dancy kind of on the clock, man. He's got to score here. Hits a nice shot, but good sprawl by Clark.
Yeah, takedown would tie it. And there's 20 seconds left in the second period. But he'd have to, a takedown and a ride out, and so it's really going to take 2 takedowns, probably, or he'll be down to start the third period, right?
Yep.
Dancy from Coe, so he gets an opportunity.
Green. Down.
Here's a replay, and you'll see Clark goes right into the body lock and then lifts up. Boom! Great takedown. Dancy does go down.
Hey, that's a lot more fun than football right there, huh? I mean, yeah. And he says, I can do that, strap the uniform on. Real important few seconds here for Dancy.
Dancy trying to get the tripod. Needs to get to his feet and get a hand.
Can't go back down. Nice job. All right.
4-2.
This is where Jonah Clark needs to know what he has right here. This isn't just an individual. He's got a lead and a team victory right here. So fight, and he's fighting, but you don't want to make mistakes. Little blood time, and so upcoming schedule for Iowa PBS. We've got 3 more big meets. The Battle of the Bergs next week, the 31st. Augsburg versus Wartburg. Homecoming for Coach Milboy. It's in Waverly. And then Central versus Luther in Decorah, Thursday, February 6th at 7 p.m. And then our women's match, William Penn versus Grandview. We're back in Des Moines, Tuesday, February 11th. And we've had 2 great meets, Grandview, Nebraska Kearney, now Coe, Loras, and those 3 coming up. Iowa PBS College Wrestling. A little more than a minute left in regulation right here. Dancy could get a takedown here. More than likely Clark would get out and we'd be going to sudden victory. He's got to get in. Oh, not. Whoa! And the foot is in, and have you seen nicer throws than that? Huh?
He's fun to watch.
Jonah Clark.
He's only, what was his record? 4-1. Only had 5 matches this year so far.
Off the gridiron to the grapple mat, and those takedowns, huge, under pressure, everything on the line. And right now, Loras only 23 seconds away. Coach Jaron Glosser.
He's real glad he went in the weight room last year. Tell you
yeah. Asked the football coach if he had any wrestlers, and Jonah overheard him. And wow.
Okay.
What a win. Jonah Clark comes in and gets the win at heavyweight. Jonah Clark. And the win for the Duhawks over the Kohawks here at Kohawk Arena. And a real important win. They go 2-1. Coe's 2-1 in the American River Conference. What a duel as the teams shake hands. There's your final score. Loras 20, Coe 15. And like you said, Jim, it's cold outside, but that was some heat. Yes. And maybe the most was saved to last with Jonah Clark and those takedowns.
Here's a replay of Jonah, man. This is something as a fan you love to see. Just body lock the second time, hits a lateral. Made no doubt about it. And put Loras over the top. 20-15.
Next Thursday, January 30th at 7 p.m.
Two best teams in D3.
Well, with our second duel in the books, don't miss our next college wrestling coverage. The Battle of the Birds as Minnesota's Augsburg University takes on Wartburg College in Waverly. For producer Josh Bittner, director Andrea Coyle, and the entire excellent Iowa PBS production team, thanks for joining us on Statewide PBS. I'm Tim Johnson, along with legendary coach Jim Miller. It was Loras 20, Coe 15, and that's the way it was from Kohawk Arena. Have a great night.
This program was provided by Friends, the Iowa PBS Foundation, as well as generations of families and friends who feel passionate about the programs they watch on Iowa PBS.
The Iowa Department of Health and Human Services encourages Iowans to talk to their doctor or healthcare provider about vaccines. Learn more at hhs.iowa.gov or ask your healthcare provider.
Musco Lighting is honored to support Iowa PBS. We're an Iowa company that lights local schools, community fields, and stadiums, arenas, and venues in more than 125 countries. While our reach is global, our commitment is local.